Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting tutorial. I'm Dami of T Exclusive Couture. Today in our tutorial, I'll be learning how to make this beautiful top. It's a sleeveless top with asymmetric overlap in the front. So if this is what you are looking at to learn, please stick to the end of the tutorial. If you are joining us for the first time today, thank you for joining us, and don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have new tutorials. And for our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. If you'd like to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. So please do well to like this video, comment, and also share the tutorial. Thank you for joining us today, and let's get started. Alright, so we have the pattern paper now, and this is the starting point. So from there, we'll go ahead and mark out the vertical measurements, the shoulder to chest line, shoulder to bust to the under bust, shoulder to waist, and whatever you want to use as the length of the top. So once you have this line marked out now, you go ahead and extend out the lines as seen like this. Alright, so on the shoulder line, you're going to be measuring your shoulder divided by 2. You mark the same thing on the chest line and you connect both spaces together. So your neck width is 3 inches, you connect it to 1 inch bit on the shoulder line for your shoulder slope like this. So go ahead then to mark out the bust span measurements divided by 2. You start from the bust line, then you extend it down to the length of the top, that's the M line. So on the bust, your bust divided by 4. On the waist divided by 4. Then I added 1 inch as my waist dart. Then I connected the two lines together. So the dart now will be taking ½ inch on both sides of the dart line, and it will be stopping ½ inch before the bust point. Also here, I did not remember to do my bust dart, but I later did it, so I used 2 inches as my bust dart, and the waist dart is going to be stopping 4 inches below the waistline. So you have it marked out like this. On the hip line, hip divided by 4, then you go ahead and mark it. Then on the side, you step up by 1 inch and you blend it in just to have a little bit curve on the M line. So the armhole now, you go ahead and mark out your armhole curve and draw it out as seen like this. Alright, so the dress we are working with is a sleeveless top. So from the shoulder blade, you will go in by 1 inch. Yeah, because it's sleeveless, and I'm using 3.5 inches as my neck width. So from that place you went in, you are going to be redrawing your armhole curve. I'm doing this because it's sleeveless, right? But if you are going to fix sleeve on your own, you don't need to go in at all. So the wideness for the neck is 3.5 and the depth also 3.5. Then you go ahead and connect it for the neckline. So once you are done with this now, we can go ahead and trace it out on the other side, because we'll be needing the other side because of the asymmetric effect we have for the front. So the pattern paper was actually on fold when I started the drafting, so I'll just trace out all the important lines here so that I'll be able to replicate it also on the other side. So here I just put in the bust dart, which I did not remember to put the other time. So with this now, you cut out the excesses on the side. Then the other parts, you open it up to get the lines you have traced out. Then you go ahead and trace the lines out so that they will become more visible. Once you are done marking out everything now, I'm going to open your pattern. So you have the full front. So you come to one of the shoulder line, then you divide whatever you have there by 2 and get the midpoint. Then also on the hem, from the center line, you can see the crease line on the center line. I went in by 2 inches. So from that shoulder to the hem, you are going to be connecting it together. That is where we have the overlap for the front. So that is the asymmetric overlap we have for the front. So you go ahead now and mark it out like this. So once you are marking it out now, then you go ahead and cut it out. So the other part now is we are going to be trashing the other parts, like this other part now we'll trash it. So this is the one we'll be using for our front bodice. So you are going to be cutting 2 of these for the front pattern, and you'll be joining it together on one shoulder, and the other shoulder is where the button is going to be. With this now, you can go ahead to drop the back. For the back bodice now, I have the vertical lines measured out already: the shoulder, chest, bust, waistline, and the hem. So on the waistline, you go in by 0.75 for our sway back. Then you blend it in to the center back bodice. This is to make our body to be more relaxed. On the shoulder line, you mark your shoulder divided by 2. You do the same thing on the chest line, then you connect both lines together. On the neckline, 3 inches, and step down by 1 inch on the shoulder for your shoulder slope, then you connect it together. On the bust line, you measure your bust divided by 4 and the waistline divided by 4. So for the back, you can decide to add that or not use that. Anyone is okay. So on the hip line, my hip divided by 4. So for my back now, I'm not going to be using any that for the back bodice. I always like my back bodice without that. So on the hemline, you go in by 1 inch and connect it to the hem. So you're going to also draw out the armhole line like this. And don't forget, for the front, we step in on the shoulder line by 1 inch. So we are going to be repeating the same thing, 1 inch, to redraw our armhole because it is a sleeveless top. Then I'm using 3.5 inches at the neck waist and 1.5 for the back neck depth. Then you connect it together. So once you're able to get this now, you can go ahead and cut out your pattern. If at this point you are still here to subscribe to my channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have new tutorial, and don't forget to like, comment, and also share the tutorial. So once you are done cutting now, you are going to have this now. So for the back, you are cutting 2 and you join it together on the center back. It doesn't have zip at the back, so you use 0.5 inch to join it together, and the side you had all the other necessary allowances. So for the front, the one shoulder, we are going to be joining it together on one shoulder, and that other shoulder that has a slant effect is where the button is going to be. So thank you for joining us in our class today. I hope you're able to learn something new. Don't forget to like, share, and also comment on the tutorial. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next class.